Hello friends, welcome to our channel GK Earth English, where we challenge your brain with some exciting general knowledge questions. In this video, we will explore 20 multiple choice general knowledge questions about Earth that will challenge your mind and spark your curiosity. Are you ready? So let's start. Question number 1. What is the most abundant mineral in Earth crust? A. Quartz, B. Feldspar, C. Mica, and D. Calcite. The correct answer is feldspar. The most abundant mineral in Earth crust is feldspar, comprising about 50% of the crust. Feldspar is a group of silicate minerals and its two main types, pelagioclase and alkali feldspar, are widely distributed in igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. Question number 2. Which of the following best describes the shape of the Earth? A. Perfect sphere, B. Oblate spheroid, C. Flat disk, and D. Prolate spheroid. The correct answer is oblate spheroid. Earth is an oblate spheroid, meaning it is slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator due to its rotation. Question number 3. Approximately how long does it take for sunlight to reach the Earth? A. 1 hour, B. 30 minutes, C. 8 minutes, and D. 10 seconds. The correct answer is 8 minutes. It takes approximately 8 minutes and 20 seconds for sunlight to travel from the sun to Earth, covering the distance of about 93 million miles. Question number 4. What is the term for the point in Earth's orbit when it is closest to the sun? A. Perihelion, B. Aphelion, C. Equinox, and D. Solstice. The correct answer is perihelion. Perihelion is the point in Earth's elliptical orbit where it is the closest to the sun. This occurs around the early January each year. Conversely, the point where Earth is farthest from the sun is called aphelion. Question number 5. What is the primary source of energy driven Earth's internal process? A. Sun, B. Nuclear fusion, C. Earth rotation, and D. Geothermal heat. The correct answer is geothermal heat. Geothermal heat, generated by the slow decay of radioactive isotopes in the Earth's interior, is the primary source of energy driving Earth's internal process, such as plate tectonics and volcanic activity. Question number 6. What is the average distance between Earth and the Sun? A. 15 million km, B. 93 million km, C. 150 million km, and D. 300 million km. The correct answer is 150 million km. Question number 7. What is the primary source of evidence for Earth's geological history? A. Fossils, B. Seismic waves, C. Ice cores, and D. Tree rings. The correct answer is fossils. Fossils provide valuable evidence for Earth's geological history, helping scientists understand past environments, the evolution of life, and the changing Earth over time. Question number 8. At what altitude does a geostationary satellite typically orbit the Earth? A. 1000 km, B. 2500 km, C. 35,786 km, and D. 60,000 km. The correct answer is 35,786 km. A geostationary satellite orbits the Earth at an altitude of approximately 35,000 786 km above the equator. This specific altitude allows the satellite to synchronize its orbit with the Earth rotation, maintaining a fixed position relating to the surface. Question number 9. In which layer of Earth atmosphere does all weather occur? A. Stratosphere, B. Mesosphere, C. Troposphere, and D. Thermosphere. The correct answer is troposphere. The troposphere is the lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere and is where all weather phenomena such as rain, snow, storm, and winds occur. It extends up to about 8 to 15 km above the Earth's surface. Question number 10. What are the imaginary lines touching both the poles of Earth called A. Latitudes, B. Longitudes, C. Isobars, and D. Isotherms? The correct answer is longitudes. Question number 11. The longest circle which can be drawn on Earth's surface passes through A. Equator, B. Tropic of Cancer, C. Arctic Circle, and D. Tropic of Capricorn. The correct answer is equator. Question number 12. Which of the following is the most abundant greenhouse gas in Earth's atmosphere? A. Carbon dioxide, B. Methane, C. Water vapor, and D. Nitrous oxide. The correct answer is water vapor. Water vapor is the most abundant greenhouse gas in Earth's atmosphere, while carbon dioxide receives a lot of attention due to its significant impact on climate change caused by human activity. Water vapor is actually present in much larger quantities within the atmosphere and contributes more to the overall greenhouse effect. Question number 13. Which layer of Earth's atmosphere protects us from ultraviolet solar radiation? A. Stratosphere, B. Mesosphere, C. Thermosphere, and D. Troposphere. The correct answer is stratosphere. The ozone layer, which is part of the stratosphere, protects us from ultraviolet solar radiation. It absorbs most of the sun harmful UVB and UVC rays, making life on Earth possible. Without it, those rays would cause serious damage to living organisms. Question number 14. The temperature of the Earth core is comparable to temperature of A. Sun core, B. Moon core, C. Sun's surface, and D. Earth's surface. The correct answer is Sun's surface. Question number 15. Which layer of the Earth atmosphere is the coldest? A. Troposphere, B. Mesosphere, C. Thermosphere, and D. Stratosphere. The correct answer is mesosphere. So the mesosphere is the coldest layer of Earth's atmosphere, with temperatures dropping as low as minus 90 degrees Celsius at its upper boundary. Question number 16. In which layer of Earth's atmosphere do commercial jets typically fly? A. Thermosphere, B. Stratosphere, C. Troposphere, and D. Mesosphere. The correct answer is stratosphere. Commercial jets typically fly in the lower stratosphere to avoid turbulence and weather disturbances that are common in the troposphere. Question number 17. Which planet in our solar system is nearly as big as the Earth? A. Mercury, B. Mars, C. Venus, and D. Pluto. The correct answer is Venus. Venus is nearly as big as the Earth, as it is very similar to Earth in terms of size, average density, mass, and surface gravity. It is also known as Earth twin. Question number 18. The city which has the longest day and the shortest night on 22nd December. A. Chennai, B. Madrid, C. Moscow, and D. Melbourne. The correct answer is Melbourne. On December 22nd, locations in southern hemisphere experience the longest day and the shortest night of the year. This is because the Earth tilt on its axis causes the southern hemisphere to be tilted toward the sun, receiving more direct sunlight and thus longer daylight hour. The city of Melbourne, Australia, is a good example of a location that would experience this phenomenon. Question number 19. Which layer of Earth's atmosphere is most important for radio communication? A. Ionosphere, B. Mesosphere, C. Stratosphere, and D. Troposphere. The correct answer is ionosphere. The ionosphere, part of the thermosphere, contains charged particles that reflect radio waves, making long-distance radio communication possible. Question number 20. In which month the distance between the Earth and the Sun is smallest? A. September, B. June, C. March, and D. January. The correct answer is January. The distance between the Earth and the Sun is smallest in January. This point is called perihelion. Especially, it usually happens around January 3rd or 4th each year. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our latest videos.